What's the best form of exercise to lose weight? Let's talk about all forms of exercise today. Before that, let's understand the premise of weight loss, or rather fat loss. So 5 things go together when it comes to fat loss. Yeah. So first is your diet. What goes into your body. Are you able to create a calorie deficit, which goes back to the principle of energy balance? If what you are putting into your body is equivalent to what you're spending through the day, you're going to maintain your weight. And if you're eating more than what is required, you're going to gain weight. However, if you're eating less than what is required to maintain your current weight, you're going to lose weight. So that's on diet front. So to make sure that you're creating a calorie deficit. If you need more information, go back to my previous video about energy balance and weight loss. The second thing is sleep. Sleep is very, very important when it comes to weight loss, because that's where the growth hormone is activated and your body is able to repair itself. Again, refer back to my video of how to sleep better. The third thing is water intake. Goes without saying, 3 to 4 liters of water every day is a must when it comes to health, when it comes to a healthy body, when it comes to healthy metabolism. The fourth thing is stress level. You have to make sure that you're doing some sort of meditation, relaxation, so that your stress levels are well within control, because when you're stressed, you're not going to be able to lose fat. And number 5th is your exercise, something that we're going to talk about today. So 5 fingers of fat loss. So all 5 of them go hand in hand. Now coming to exercise, any form of exercise is good enough to start with. Now I would say we should be looking at a mix of exercise. So let's talk about cardio. Now cardio definitely helps you to increase your heart rate, definitely helps you to burn the fat. However, it does not help you to build lean muscle tissues, lean mass. That's something that is really, really important, and especially if you are dealing with any metabolic disorders. For example, if you have PCOS and if you have insulin resistance, you definitely need that muscle mass, you definitely need that lean muscle tissue. So 3 days of strength training, 3 days of cardio would be a good combination. Yoga is another very good form of exercise that one can look at. One, because it works on your neuroendocrine system and really helps you to calm down your system, works on your stress level. Yoga is one form of exercise which works on all plane of your body. Yeah. So again, about 3 to 4 days of yoga practice, 3 days or 2 days of strength training, and making sure that you're active throughout the day is another good option. Now, while I'm on the subject of exercise, what I would also like to talk about is, few of my clients have also come and discussed this with me. I work out for 60 minutes or 90 minutes. Yeah, that's a very good start. But the other 22 to 23 hours, if you're just like a couch potato, nothing is going to move, because you're actually negating the effect that you've got from that workout. So you need to make sure that you're moving through the day. So let's say if you have to go get some groceries, so try and walk down to the store, walk around the house every hour, take a walk. Yeah. So that your non-exercise activity thermogenesis is high. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. Now coming to one form of exercise where people keep saying that I just like to walk. Can I just walk and not do anything? Well, yes, walking is a very good exercise, cheap and best. You can do your walking exercise anywhere in the world. All you need is a pair of shoes. However, if you continue to just walk at the same pace all through, the body adapts to it, and thereby it stops giving you results. So what you need to do is you need to shock your body. So jog and walk. Let's say if you have a 100-meter stretch, so go jogging one side, come back walking the other side, or go running one side, come back walking other side. So the sprint really helps. Make sure that you're if you're just walking, in the beginning you're doing some warm-up exercises, a lot of stretching, and in the end you're doing some kind of cool down as well. So like I said, any form of exercise is good enough, but the best form of exercise is where we're clubbing strength training, resistance training, using our body weight or the dumbbells, also cardio, so and of course yoga or Pilates. So make sure that if you can, that is mix and match. So let's say 3 days of strength training, 2 days of yoga, some bit of cardio clubbed in every day, or 3 days of cardio, 3 days of strength training, 3 days of yoga, 2 days of cardios. However, make sure that there is some kind of exercise going into your body at least 6 days a week. Make sure that you're counting about 10,000 to 11,000 steps per day, which also increases your NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you have any specific questions about in what kind of condition, what kind of exercise you should be looking at, feel free to put your questions in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We talk again. Bye-bye.